Hey guys, I'm down in my dungeon tonight and I am making a custom carbon fiber collapsible ramrod like this one for my CVA Paramount Pro Colorado. Okay. My goal here is we have the smokeless 45 cal smokeless muzzleloader build, and I am going to run it suppressed, and I want to be able to load through the suppressor. Okay, this ramrod's not long enough. I need a ramrod that's close to 39 inches long. This one's closer to 30 inches long. So what I have done, and I don't want to destroy this ramrod, so people on TikTok told me to just heat the ends up, take the shot cord apart, and put another chunk in there. But even another chunk almost doesn't make it long enough. Okay, so what my plan is to make a new one. Plus, I still need that ramrod for my muzzleloader. So I bought this carbon fiber tubing off Amazon. And it does have kind of a nice, I don't know if it's going to focus for us, a nice carbon fiber pattern. It's hard to see in the camera. But anyway, this tube is roughly 3/8 of an inch diameter. It is millimeters instead of inches. And I'm trying to remember, I think it's a 10 millimeter, 8 millimeter, I can't remember. Anyway, it's 2 millimeters thick, so it's fairly thick, very little flex, and it's very rigid. Okay. Then I bought a tube that goes inside this. All right, slides right in, and I have cut it, which I have seemed to have lost. I cut a small piece of it, about 2 3/8 of an inch long, and what we're trying to mimic is this piece so that they'll slide together. All right, so we've got all that, and we're going to epoxy it. Then I took some 3/8 aluminum rod. I don't know what I did with that little piece, but anyway, and I made these, the ends. I turned the 3/8 down just a hair to clean it up. I turned this down so that it now fits inside here where it can be epoxied, and I put this knurling on it so that it could kind of hold the epoxy. And it is a little bit looser than the carbon fiber, just so I know I could get enough epoxy on both sides of it, but I didn't want to make it so loose that it weakened the aluminum. So it's a 10/32 thread so that these screw in. Okay, and I've got to flatten, you can see I kind of started here. I started flattening this edge. I got to flatten both sides of this. I'm going to do it on in my bench vise with a file so that I can flatten this and then drill a hole in it to hold the shot cord. Okay, so far we have these two pieces. I need to knurl this one still, but they're both threaded and ready. Now they're a little bit smaller in diameter than this stuff, just simply because the carbon fiber is in millimeters instead of inches, but I don't think that'll be too big of a problem. And I am not a machinist. I thought about recording myself doing this, but I would have so many people in the comments criticizing my machinist or lack of machinist ability that everybody would miss the fucking point. So I didn't record that. But yeah, the long and the short of it is we'll have one end on one end, another end on the other end. There will be pieces in here with the smaller graphite or carbon fiber in between, and it will pull apart just like the Paramount Pro and be able to fold up like that. The only difference I'll have the T-handle on this one and the jag that Arrowhead sent me, or I might order a spin jag, but I don't think I really need the spin jag because when this thing is together, it spins just fine. So there you go. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you think I'm a complete moron, that's fine too. If you think I'm onto something, let me know. But I'm pretty proud of this. so far. And hopefully I can figure out the lengths. The thing about the lengths is this is all different lengths too, because I'll have the jag on here that I need to take into consideration when it collapses. But you can see here, when it's broke down, they're almost this exact same length with the jag. These two pieces are the same, and then this end piece is a little bit different length. So I've got to figure out the length so that it's about 39 inches long, but all four parts are equal with the extension pieces and the jag. So there you go, custom ramrod. I'll let you know how it goes. A little better close-up picture of the two threaded ends. Pretty sweet. So there you can see I flattened it out with a file. I drilled a hole in it, which will allow the shock cord to fit through. So end pieces are done. Now it's just to figure out how long to cut the carbon and epoxy this bitch together. Alright guys, so I decided I needed a 39-inch ramrod, and that makes these pieces here 9.5 inches long with 1 3/8 inches sticking out. So overall length folded will be 10 3/8 of an inch. This piece was obviously shorter because this is going to go in there. With this in here, this piece is 10 3/8 of an inch long. And then the final piece will be this piece, which is the last chunk that the handle goes in. And then with the handle on it, that piece will be 10 3/8 long. So folded, it'll be 10 3/8 long, and all total will be a little over 39 inches in length when extended. So I've epoxied these in. I got to wait for those to set up. Then I got to try to fish this shit down through there. Tie it to the ends. We'll test the stretch. Make sure we don't need to make it a little bit tighter or looser or whatever. And then we will epoxy the aluminum ends in. And we should be done. We will have a 39-inch collapsible carbon fiber ramrod with 10 30-second ends on each end. Alright guys, so this is a finished product. I just wanted to show, this is my barreled action. 28-inch barreled action. It's kind of hard to get the whole thing in the picture and still hold it. But that is the completed ramrod. And I realize there'll still be powder in a bullet. So I might have made it a hair long, but I think it'll still work. Well, here's the folded up final version of it, guys. And it ends up being about, I don't know, close to 11 inches long with the T-handle folded. If you fold the T-handle down, it's real close to that 10 3/8 that I said earlier. But this works just like the CVA in the simple fact that when you want to use it, you pull it out of the pouch, you drop it, she pulls herself together, and you're ready to go. I thought about making this aluminum end, instead of threading it for a jag, actually making it to where it would fit the bullet tip, but I wasn't sure what jag I wanted to use. I thought I was going to have to use a spin jag until I started testing this and realized that the carbon fiber just spins. So, and then I wasn't sure what bullets I was going to use and how the jags were made. I didn't have the jag in my hand for a long time, but I'm kind of glad I went with threaded, because now I can run whatever jag I want on here. And then on the other end, if I wanted to run like the CVA palm saver handle instead of the T handle, I would be able to do so. But yeah, and the other reason I am not a machinist. Like, I play one on TV. I got this mini lathe to do this bullet cigar punches, and this is really my first attempt at actually machining anything on it. So I didn't know if I had that in my ability to do. So, but yeah, that's 39 inches, like I said, overall. And to give you guys kind of an idea, there's Sorry guys, my bench is a mess. I got so much shit going on right now. That's the CVA ramrod, and you can see lengthwise the difference. And then this is the aluminum ramrod that Arrowhead sent. Solid aluminum. It's very sturdy. And this was designed to go on the end of this, plus the T-handle. But it fit great in the 28-inch barrel. Just wasn't long enough for the suppressor, which is about 9 inches longer. So gives you an idea of length. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. I thought about going with like and like asking Luke if he could make me one of his aluminum collapsible ramrods. I'm just really questioning the sturdiness of them, and I can tell you this ramrod, this carbon fiber, is stout. Like, I'm really pulling on that, and it's barely bending, so it's very stout. I am not worried about breaking this thing. It should work very well. I've never had a problem pushing a power belt down with these, and I realize this might have a little more tension in the smooth size bullets, but I can make those bullets as you know, easy or hard to push down the bore as I want with this. So let me get all this crap out of the way. But yeah, so I can make it as easy or hard as I want to push them in reality. Now, I might be a little more difficult on a really dirty bore, but I'm going to get another 45 caliber bore snake. On my Paramount Pro with Blackhorn 209, I clean it with a bore snake almost exclusively until the end of the season. And I have a feeling with this, just being smokeless powder, knocking the powder fouling out of it with a bore snake will be super easy. So I know a lot of guys run a brush and a patch and all that shit, but I found just a dry bore snake really knocks the powder fouling out of these, and you don't lose kind of your accuracy from a fouled bore. So that's my plan. But yeah, as soon as the AG composite stock gets here, I might chuck this in a cheap Magpul stock or something, just because I really want to shoot it. But I don't know, we'll see. So if you guys have any questions about this whole project, let me know. I'm probably not going to make these things for people just because I have so much time in it. I don't know if they could afford me making them. They'd easily be over $100 if I was making them for people. But if it's something you guys absolutely want, just message down below and I'll try to get something worked out for you. And then I just need an overall length, you know, that you need with your ends and stuff. But yeah, I'm pretty proud of it. And we'll get some more smokeless muzzleloader stuff put up as fast as possible. Thanks, guys.